What's up, guys? Trelli here, and we are going to be doing the top 5 mages in Joust 3v3, or ranked 3v3 rather. And for the people that don't, like the people that are new to my channel, I've been in grandmaster since like the third week of this season probably, and I don't play the mode like anymore at all. It's been like, I mean, if I like constantly played the mode, I would have like 700 plus games like cute in them. But I don't. I do have 300, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong. But I've been playing like pretty much every game with Dave. So he's at like 400 TP. I'm in Elo hell though, so I get 2 TP for a win, where he gets 6. And yeah, I just wanted to. Those are people always are gonna ask like your qualifications to be making a video like this. So let's get into it. So you guys may or may not know that I'm pretty much I play a lot of mages, to say the least. They're my most played gods, but not too many of them that are going to be on this list I actually play that much before this season. And yeah, I just wanted to start with that. I'm going to be showing the gods in a list and how you should build them in this mode, but it's all like, I'm gonna talk about it first of all, but it's all interchangeable, like depending on what you're facing and what you're getting wrecked by and whatnot. But the hardest position on this list was number 5, so we're gonna give number 5 to Chronos. All right. This is your typical start with Chronos. You're gonna go Golden Sash, which is the tier 2 of Warlocks, beads, mana pot. Like I said, if there's not a high CC team, like maybe there's an Odin or something, you might want to start Sanctuary first. But yeah, this is typically what you're doing. You're going Warlocks, Pen Boots, Thoth, Obsidian Shard, Poly for this is, see, some people like to go the 0 build with Wingblade, but this is the most damage you're gonna get. The thing is, if you don't trust yourself to hit auto attacks, then you're going that Telkind's bullshit. But if you can hit the poly auto, which is incredibly easy, I hit it like every time. You just hit the 3, then auto them. They are dead. Trust me. Pop your 2 auto is ridiculous. You will half health anyone at any point in the game. So that's why I go this build. I trust myself to hit the poly auto. If you don't, maybe that winged blade Telkind's build is for you. But you can also take the poly out and switch it up for defense. That's if you need it. That's that's completely up to you. That just depends how it is. But yeah, the hardest spot on this list was number 5. The rest are pretty like these are your dominant mages. All right, so number 4 on the list is Knox. You guys know, playing myself a lot of Knox. I'm pretty good with her, I'd say. She would be higher, but she can pretty much, like, you have to make sure Geb is off the field. The rest of the mages on this list are gonna be like, you can pick them. Well, number 3 is questionable, but the top 2, like, you can pick them in any comp pretty much, and you're good. So this is how I particularly build Knox. She's more of a supporting mage. She's not gonna get top damage at the end of the game. I start her off tier 2 boots. You could go Soulstone now. I never really got into that. So I go tier 2 boots, power pot, 2 health potions, 1 mana. Okay. Like I said, you can stack with her. I particularly don't, because I feel like when your silence is down, you're useless. So I go Pen Boots, Chronos Pen, and Breastplate right off the bat, full cooldown instantly. You can switch those up though. I start Breastplate if there's like I said, like an Odin, if there's heavy physical on the other team, and then Obsidian Shard, Bulwark, and Rod. You're really tanky. You do a lot of damage. Anyways, trust me, you don't need to stack on Knox. Your silence does. It's so annoying, and it does a shit ton of damage anyways, as long as they're in it. So you don't need to stack on Knox. If you want to, you're gonna do more damage. But if you don't have full cooldown, you're gonna be useless for, like, what's the cooldown on this too? I forget. 13 seconds. So yeah, every 13 seconds your team can attack. All you do when I'm facing a Knox and they don't have cooldown, right when her 2 goes down, we're going in, and she's useless. Alright. So, number 3. Where's she at? You guys know. Jesus. My girl chang'e. Okay. Now, before I show you guys the build, let me say that you can literally build any item on chang'e. Any way you want to build it is possible. You can go the double stacking route, you can go the utility route, you can go Gem of ISO and Voidstone route. This is how I do it. No one else in the world builds this build, I promise you. I built this build the first day of Season 3, and it's been working ever since flawlessly, but no one builds this. This is, like, you're not going to find anyone else doing this, okay? I start Shoes of Focus and Beads. You might be wondering why there's a mana pot here, because you can't buy a mana pot. You start with 1500 gold. What I do is I buy Shoes of Focus, I walk between the Phoenix and the tower, and I wait until 6 seconds into the game starts. Then I send the bunny back for a mana pot. And it works really well, as you guys have seen. Like, I don't know what my win rate is with chang'e, but it's, like, this is a really good build for me personally. So, Shoes of Focus right into Thoth, right into Breastplate. You're right when you finish Thoth, you're pumping out like a lot of damage, and you have a lot of cooldown. Your 2 is on a pretty high cooldown. Yeah, it's on a 20-second cooldown at level, like at this point, and then you reduce it by 30% with the 20 from there and the 30 from whatever. Actually, start Season 3, I would build Spear of Deso here. I don't know why, I just thought it was really good. You can still do that if you're ahead. Like I said, if you're ahead, yeah, throw in a Spear of Deso here if you want, sure. But I just go Obsidian Shard, Bulwark, Rod. Here's the thing. This is a huge power spike here. You kind of cool down here. This is a huge power spike. Then between Bulwark and Rod, you're not doing that much. You can fight. You want to fight right when you finish Rod. I mean Thoth. Then you can still fight once you finish Breastplate. You're really wanting to go in an Obsidian Shard. If you're still in the game, you want to cool down until you finish Rod. Right here is where the other mage is going to be coming online, and you're going to be like doing like minimal damage. chang'e is my counter to Hebow. People say that Hebow counters chang'e, and I've never seen it that way. All you do is wait until you get Rod online, you get Blink, you blink in his face, and he's dead. Like a ult 1-3 will kill a Hebow late game. I'm serious with this build. As long as you're ahead. If you're behind, it's not going to. You're gonna need follow-up. But yeah, I always get Blink and Beads. If, like I said, if there's like an Odin, maybe Blink and Aegis, but always Blink. Alright. Number 2. Ugh, man, this is tough. So, number 2, for me, is gonna be Hebow, and I know you guys might be thinking like, what the hell, Hebow's number 1. Well, there's another god that's been wrecking house lately, and we'll go into it. But typical build on Hebow, you're starting Warlocks, a mana pod, Beats or Sanctuary. I just said Sanctuary because Odin is the counter to Hebow, 100%. If you get Hebow in the cage, he's gonna die. Like, that's just it. If you get like, put Hebow in the cage, drop a Hou-Yi ult on the cage, and put Hebow in the cage, he dies. Period. Like, he can ult, but the cage lasts way too long for his Aegis and his ult. Trust me. You're starting Warlocks, Mana Pot, Sanctuary, or Beads, whatever you want. You're going Warlocks, Pen Boots, Thoth, Obsidian Shard, and then you can go Bulwark and then Rod, or Rod then Bulwark, or you can throw in more power. Or cooldown, I mean. Chronos Pendant works here. I go Bulwark personally because you're doing insane damage. Your 3 ult will kill anyone that doesn't have defense. Like a Hou-Yi, obliterated, Kali dead, all them gone. Once again, I get Blink, Beads, Blink, Aegis every time. Blink is just, like, you're killing a carry if you have Blink. Like, you're blinking in, you're knocking them up, you're ulting them, they're dead. And you can't Aegis in the air, you can't Beads in the air, they're dead. Like, that's fantastic. Okay, so my number 1 god, and you know, well, it's Ryzen, alright? Ryzen is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life, okay? I've never banned Ryzen, I've never first picked Ryzen, okay? But I've gotten the absolute dick from a couple of Ryzens. Like, he does way too much damage, and you can't cancel his dash anymore. He's safe, he's safer than Hebow, he does more damage than Hebow, I'm serious. If you put the 2 on them, and then you 3 them at any level, they're half health, and past level 10, they're probably dead. No joke. It's ridiculous. He can get out of the Odin cage, there's no counter to Ryzen besides Scylla. I'm like, for some reason, like, actually, that was his old counter, when his ult didn't give him 75% movement speed. It used to be like 40 or something, and he could stand still, and Scylla could just ult him. Now he can move really fast in his ult. Ryzen's ridiculous. You're building Warlocks, you're starting off the same thing, same shit I've been talking about. You're going Warlocks, Pen Boots, Thoth, Sitting Chard, Rod. You don't even need Bulwark. You can go it though, if you need it. Like just you can switch these out. Bulwark and Chronos Pen and switch them out. I don't like Poly on him to be honest, but it's probably good. You could probably 2-3 stun them, confirm the auto dead. He's ridiculous. I'm telling you. I thought that Hebow was better than Raijin, but these past couple weeks they've been throwing me off big time. All right, maybe I'm wrong, maybe not. Honorable mentions: Saul. Okay, I love Saul. I just don't think that she has the CC, right? Like she needs a CC comp to be really good. A good player's gonna know when you're throwing a stellar burst at them. They just stay out of range. It's down, go in. Um, I personally would have Saul number 5. If these were my 5 gods, I'd put Saul number 5. But realistically, Chronos is probably better. And any other honorable mentions? Let's see. Zhang Kui is a gem. If you like, if people don't go Zhang, my friend Visions, you guys know Visions. We've never lost with him on Zhang. I'm not saying like he's a great Zhang. I mean, he is a great Zhang, but you know what I mean. Zhang is a gem. That's all I'm saying. All right, but if you guys did enjoy that, leave a like. Hit me up with some comments. Which gods you want to do next? I know that some people have been asking for warriors, but they're kind of useless. I'm gonna be honest. Besides Odin. So yeah, it's been Trelli, guys. Peace.